So if I were a different kind of YouTuber, and I'm really not any kind of YouTuber at all, I would probably start a video like this by saying, come along with me while I hike such and such. But you're not really coming along with me because I did this hike the last Sunday of March. And honestly, I'm still figuring things out. So this is me leaving the parking lot of Griffith Park. I've actually parked by the carousel. And we're going to make our way, or I'm going to make my way, to the Fern Canyon Trail. So, not very exciting here, other than the fact that there are a couple of different options as you leave the parking lot for a lot of different trails. I'm going to make my way by turning right and heading to the Fern Canyon Trail. So now I'm off the main road and I'm on the Fern Canyon path here. So the Fern Canyon Trail. And as I go further up here, it was quite skinny, and there's a little footbridge here spanning a little gap. But we come to a sign talking about this little amphitheater that I guess a Boy Scout troop put together. It's not really all that impressive. Um, but yeah, there are two sets of stairs here, and I'm actually quite happy that my audio was not recording at this point because you would have heard me huff and puff as I tried to figure out whether I wanted to walk alongside this pretty steep path or whether I wanted to use these stairs. Um, so I eventually decided to use the stairs for this one. And then there's another little set of stairs I'm going to come across here around this little curve. Um, and then we get to what is a really nice, larger um, fire road path where I'm going to get my first views here down into the city of Glendale. So that's Glendale, California, there in the distance. Um, and yeah, this is a much wider path that I continue to walk up here past this little wall. And we'll see that because it's a nice sunny Sunday morning, there are lots of folks out getting their hike. Yeah, so here's a little bit of a self-made panorama where you can see, you know, a lot of the power lines, which if I had audio here, you could hear them humming. And there's Glendale in the distance. And yeah, the path continues along to my right there. And then now we've come to a five-way junction. And I'm going to skirt by the little sign here. I don't linger long enough, but it tells you where all of these different paths go. And actually, as I passed this one on the left here and I got up a little further along the trail, I was actually surprised by a rattlesnake. And I jumped about 4 feet and I whipped my phone out to get some video of that, but it's blurry. It's a lot like the Zapruder film or like a film of Bigfoot. So you'll just have to believe me, I saw a rattlesnake. And then we come to this little area that's like a rest area, and you can see there tie outs up here for people who ride horses up around Griffith Park. And this, I believe, is the road. I think this leads to the what they call the Vista De Valle, or that might actually be the road. I think this lookout we're coming to actually does have a name, but it almost looks like it used to be a parking lot. I'm not sure what it was at all, but straight ahead of me in the distance there is the Griffith Observatory, kind of on that perch, Griffith Observatory. And yeah, as I kind of pan over to the left here, we'll see down into Hollywood and Los Feliz, and then yeah, there in the distance is downtown Los Angeles. Um, but this past Sunday was relatively clear, not as smoggy, hazy as it was um, the week prior. But yeah, really good visibility. I think you can barely make out in the distance there. Catalina Island way out in there, and yeah, then back towards the observatory. So we pick up the video here, and I've kind of taken a trail towards Mount Hollywood. And this is a bridge that is a little bit scary for me. I'm not terrified of heights, but I don't really like being above a chasm like this. And I kind of got up a little bit farther up this trail, but it gets um, a little bit steep for me. So I stopped and got the views at about halfway to Mount Hollywood. But um, yeah, and here's the rest of this is me descending. So coming back down, you can kind of see the LA River there, and I believe that's the 5 freeway um, with the city in the background there. And now we're back to the little um, rest area and seeing some more folks out for their Sunday hike. And yeah, the rest of this is just me on my descent here. The whole thing was about 4.5 miles from start to finish. So here I am back at the 5-way, and I'll pass by the little guidepost here that describes all these trails. So now I'm back at the little amphitheater that the Boy Scouts built, and back to this little footbridge. And here we're going to linger on this Fern Canyon path a little bit so you can see just how skinny it is. I don't think we could get 2 people abreast here. Um, but if I had audio, you could hear there were lots of birds out over the weekend um, making lots and lots of noise. But just a really beautiful shady walk here as I make my way eventually back to the parking lot by the carousel, and lots of folks out having picnics and just enjoying a sunny Sunday. And we passed by this vendor who she was selling fruit, and make my way back to my car and back home. Thanks for watching.